King Earner coming to you live and direct. Today I wanted to speak on Freddy Geas. Freddy Geas, however you pronounce his last name. This was the individual who murdered Whitey Bulger. Listen to me, he murdered him at the hands of pure honor. All the mafia done a hit, all the mafia done this, the mafia done that. Sometime in them federal penitentiaries, you get individuals who actually have a mindset they don't like rats. And that's their whole goal, is to destroy a rat. When a person is in the streets and he decides to be an individual who turn against the streets by giving up names and giving up locations and, information about what them people had going on illegally, he becomes an instantly target for individuals who dislike rats, period. And I don't promote the violent part of it, because we're living in a day and time that the violent part of it has no honor, it has no pretense, it has no merit in what we do. So I suggest the youth to always do what? And a lot of youngers are going to answer the question first before I can even get it out. And that's kill them with success, kill them with kindness, because actually the street life isn't what you were supposed to be living anyway. You were supposed to be going in a path of doing righteous things. You were supposed to be going in a path of making sure your honor is intact. But instead, you chose a life where scums and bums run. I'm a man of honor, and I can admit I was a bum when I was caught up in the streets because I didn't want to work for it. I didn't want to earn, but now I'm earning for it, and guess what? It's a lot more harder than it would be for a younger individual, 15 and 16, to start a job and better himself and become an excellent individual, you see? So my honor is to tell you guys this simply: stay off the streets. That way you don't have to be a Freddy Geas who's going to probably 9 times out of 10 be in solitary confinement for the rest of his life. They want to make sure they put him in ADX because he killed one of their people. He killed Whitey Bulger, a rat, a known rat, an American rat, a rat with no honor, a man who claims to be successful, where people get online and say he was this and he was that. No, everything was irrelevant in between, because guess what? He's a rat, and he died as a rat. And my condolences going out to his family, because it's sad that they had to deal with that rat all their life. They had to actually act like they cared about this guy, because from what I hear, he pushed buttons like he was a part of a nuclear war. He was just able to do so. And people had to fall at the edge of his feet knowing he was a rat. My honor so intact. I don't care how big you are. I don't care how many murders you have. I don't care how you carried it in your life. If you're a rat, you're just as big as a mouse or the rat that you claiming to be, because your honor isn't intact. Neither is your soul. Your soul is rumbling against your mind every night. So when you go to bed at night, guess what? What's on your mind is about these rats you done told on. What's on your mind is about how they're doing all the time, and yet you continue to go on in life receiving the merits of recycling crime, because the government enables you. They give you a chance, they give you a mindset, they give you an understanding to go ahead and continue to do crime and destroy our community. Do you know when they put the drugs, they put that heroin in Compton, when they put it out in LA, when these individuals was running around trying to be the individuals who saved our lives, the ones who were speaking up for black people after slavery had impounded us mentally and physically for years. They sent the drug to put us in a harder hardship, and we grasp it. But yet these brothers, these George Jacksons, these Huey Newtons, these brothers was the ones trying to get us together, but they put them drugs right in their position, and people around them, because of their poverty and their pain, they turned to these drugs. The mafia knew what they was doing. The mafia also, there was a part about them drugs coming over. This is how they got it over. They knew. And they were destroying not only our community, but it fell on theirs too. You see? And this is what happened. When they put it in that Black Panther neighborhood, everybody started using the heroin, and it destroys us. It brought us back into an understanding of enslavement, where we're fighting against each other. We're disrespecting, we're dishonoring one another all the way, 100%, 24/7. That gave the white man leverage back on his people. See, because we became their people when we are our own people. So when you get knowledge of self, you have an understanding of who you are and where you come from, and you know that although you may be living in this land, you are no longer their people. Because at the end of the day, now you have a brain. Now we can read and write. But what are you doing with your success? Are you carrying it like Kevin Gates? Are you giving out the pure honor? Are you teaching these children what to do? Are you being a League Marshal? You telling these kids when you see them running up and down, watch out for the streets? Are you doing these positive things that these two brothers I just mentioned do every day? No, you're not. You know why? Your honor isn't intact. Your goal is to destroy more, and you're going to destroy more. And I'm talking to who? It's sad that I'm not even speaking to the white man. I'm speaking to the black man, because we're killing ourselves more than we're killing anything on this earth. And I suggest that we get a look at who we are and understand that killing and dealing don't have no merit in the hereafter, nor in this life that we live, nor the life that we live, but yet we somehow get bounded. Release that bondage now. Release it with honor and let your soul be free by not even dealing with the streets. Release it to a point where when people see you, they automatically want to change because they know who you were. They know that you was a vicious drug dealer. They know that you was a vicious man who disrespected women. They know that you was an individual who didn't care about human life. But yet you have to take time out to change your life and give those same children that live your life, but maybe worse, an understanding that there is no honor in the streets. I'm King Earner from the Honor Your Life campaign. I am happy and thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala today that I can say my life is full of smiles. My life is full of trials that I know I have to beat every day because they're the tests that I need to go through in order to be a better person. I understand punishment. I understood what prison was about. I understand all of that now. And guess what? My walk is sturdy, and I'm going to continue on that walk. King Earner live and direct.